mastering your sales mindset and what that even means. Welcome to Uncensored Sales TV. I am your host, Ryan Dowdy, sales coach that helps high-achieving women leave their 9-to-5 and build six-figure businesses by mastering your sales skills and your mindset. This topic is near and dear to my heart because it marries my two favorite things, sales and mindset, and why this is such an important thing for new entrepreneurs to master in growing your business. So here's the deal. You have probably said at some point or another, I don't like sales. Sales isn't my thing. I'm not good at sales. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to bother people. Sales is just not my thing. I'm just not good at it, right? If any of those things have come out of your mouth or crossed your mind, you are not alone. But the problem with those thoughts is that it is keeping you from making money in your business. What? Yes. You are struggling to make as much money as you would like in your business because of your relationship with sales. And it's not your fault because you have been told that you can start a business without selling. You've been told that. There are marketing messages everywhere, right? About just start a business. Just start a business without having to sell anything. And my friend, that is a lie. Because nothing happens in business until a sale is made. I'm gonna say it again. Nothing happens in business until a sale is made. And I'm not saying this to you to pick on you or make you feel bad. I just think that this is a really important conversation and one that you have got to get control of so you can hit your financial goals and leave your 9-to-5, okay? So let's talk about that, right? The sales is the lifeblood of any business, right? No sales, no clients, no business. But we hate this thing that is the gateway to our success, right? We hate this thing that is this gateway to our income. And because of that, it is keeping us stuck because we don't want to do the things that are going to make us money. We don't want to go out and network. We don't want to go out and build relationships with strangers. We don't want to make invitations to sales calls because we are so worried about being pushy or being annoying or being salesy or any of those things. So we have got to change your relationship with the word sales if you are going to build a profitable business. So I'm gonna give you some fun, actionable exercises today to master your sales mindset. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to write the word sales on the top of a piece of paper, and I want you to write down all of the thoughts that come up for you. When I say sales, what do you think? And this actually used to be a question in our Facebook community where we used to ask people like, what do you think of when you think of the word sales? And I mean, it was never positive. Nobody has a positive connotation with this word at all, right? Like you've never seen a movie where like the salesperson was the hero. They were the good guy, right? Like that just doesn't happen. So it is only natural that we have this unhealthy relationship, but we have got to change that relationship inside of your business so that you can start making some money. And the first way to change our thoughts, the first way to change our mindset around anything is to first understand what we currently think. Because you have been thinking whatever it is you think about sales for so long that it is automatic. Your brain has automated that task. So when you say sales, your brain goes, nope, we don't like that. We don't do that. That's bad. That's gross. That's spammy. No. Right? And that is what's happening right now. And that's probably where you're feeling some resistance to actually taking action on some of the things that I teach you here in this YouTube channel, right? Is because you're like, oh gosh, I'm so worried about these things. So I want you to write down first, what are all those thoughts that come up for you? How do you feel about the word sales? All those things. And then I want you to go through those thoughts and determine like, where did that come from? And is it even true? I'm gonna give you a for instance. When I was young, I grew up in the era where like telemarketers would actually call at your house, right? They would call your house and in the middle of dinner. And I remember my dad, answering the phone and being like, those damn salespeople and hanging up the phone, right? So like I've had a negative connotation of the word sales since I was a teenager, right? But like, honestly, that was his view, not my view, right? Like it was annoying to him and not me. So I want you to go through this list and I want you to think of like, why do I feel this way, right? We lovingly joke about hey girl messages in my community, which unfortunately the direct sales industry, which I'm a big fan of, has perpetuated, right? Like, hey girl, we haven't talked in 5 years, but you don't want to try this skincare product, right? We have all received that message. And so we instantly have decided, well, if that's sales, I don't want to do it. Right? Like that is just not my thing. But the good news is you've learned from this YouTube channel here, you don't have to do that. You never have to send a hey girl message if you do not want to. There's a million different ways to build relationships and start conversations that are not about jumping into somebody's inbox with a pitch, right? So we first have to understand our thoughts around sales, and then we have to decide, what do we want to think in sales instead, right? What do you want to think about when you think of the word sales? And you have to literally retrain your brain to think these thoughts. So you're probably not going to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, oh my gosh, I love sales, if today you hate it. So we don't want to choose the thought, I love sales, because it doesn't feel true. And if it doesn't feel true, you're not going to be able to get there in your brain, right? So we need to pick a thought that feels true. We need to pick a thought that feels believable. So some of my favorite thoughts to have you guys start with are things like selling is helping or selling is serving. Right? Because to me, my job as a salesperson, as a business owner, is to help someone, is to help somebody make a decision as to whether or not I am the best person to help them get a result, right? Like that's it. That's my job. I'm not convincing, I'm not pushing, I'm not talking anybody into anything, right? I'm going to have a conversation with you and I'm going to make a recommendation based on the information you share with me. You do with that what you want, right? So to me, I'm just here to help you make a decision. So selling is helping. Another great one is selling is serving. And this works because you cannot serve your clients, which is what you want to do. You want to make an impact. You want to serve in such a big, powerful, important way, right? Like you want to do that, but you can't serve clients until you sell them something, until you sell them your services, until you sell them your package, right? So for me, selling is serving, right? The only way I get to serve is if I sell. And so trying on some of those thoughts are really, really powerful and fun. And so every time you catch your brain thinking, selling is bad, selling is gross, selling is yucky, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be salesy, I want you to correct your brain. No. We have learned that those thoughts do not serve us in any way, but here are some thoughts to think instead. And you just want to keep catching the negative thought and reframing it. Catch the negative thought, reframe it. Catch the negative thought, reframe it. Right? And as I wrap up this video, I'm really going to blow your mind. Okay? The Google definition of the word sales is the exchange of a product or service for money. By definition, sales is the exchange of a product or service for money, which means every other thought, feeling, and emotion you have about sales, everything else that comes up for you is made up in your head. It's literally made up in your head, which is fantastic news because that means that you can change it, right? When the thoughts are coming from our head, that means that we can change them. Right? When we recognize that, hey, that thought does not serve me anymore, I need to choose a different thought. And again, this is a practice like anything that I teach you. This is not something that is going to happen overnight, but I promise you that as you start to improve your relationship with the word sales and improve your mindset with the word sales, you will find yourself being more comfortable jumping outside of your comfort zone. You will find yourself being more comfortable following up with somebody. You will find yourself being more comfortable putting yourself out there because you have learned that sales is it's not a bad thing. And in fact, it is the most necessary thing that you have to do in your business to make money, right? So go do this exercise. It will change your life and your bank account, all right? Don't forget to come hang out with us over on social media. If you are not yet in the Ambitious Women Entrepreneurs Mastering Sales Skills community, I wanna see you there. Find us on Instagram at Uncensored Sales, on TikTok at Uncensored Sales as well. If you are not subscribed here on YouTube, tap the bell and subscribe, and please make sure that you have downloaded the 15 income producing activities for your business. These are actionable things that you can start doing literally today to make money in your business, and I will see you in the next video.